Hello, so I'll be doing a wreath tutorial. I am not a pro, but I wanted to try and see if I can make a spring wreath. So I got my supplies from Michael's. Here are the items that I chose. I just picked the flowers and the colors that I liked and that I thought would work well together. I also got a glue gun, glue sticks, a wire with cutters, and some ribbon. So for this style of wreath, you definitely want to hold it up at some point and see where there are any flaws and cut off pieces that you don't want on or that'll get in the way when you're decorating, and to figure out which part you want to put, if you put a bow on the top or where you want it hung, because it can be a little bit uneven. So it is a good idea to cut the biggest ones first, I would think, to place them on the wreath first, so you can see where you want those placed, and to give a little bit of a stem so that they can poke through. And what you could do is I'm going to end up gluing them on, but you could use the wire and cutters if you think that would work. I just don't know how well that would pull through towards the back, and it might be easier just to glue it. They are hard to cut with just regular scissors because there's wire in the middle, so you can just try and cut a little bit and then bend the rest just to get it off. Just like that. So once you have a whole bunch, you can just start to fill in the wreath. I think I'm just going to do the bottom of the wreath and not the entire thing, because I do want some of the sticks showing. I ended up putting 4 large flowers in the middle at the bottom, and then I'm just going to kind of expand from there. So then I took another bundle with the smaller flowers that had a little bit more pink in them, and that's the bundle that I'm going to use and start cutting off those flowers to add on. I ended up putting 2 at the sides of the 4 big flowers, and then I'm going to fill it in from there. I cut off a couple of these from the next little bundle alongside the wreath just to see where I thought it looked the nicest. So if you do that for a while and then just figure out where you want them placed and then glue them after, in my mind I'm thinking that's a whole lot easier than trying to take them off and start it all over again. So try and lift up the wreath every few minutes to see how it's looking once it's up, because if you're going to end up hanging it, you want it to look even all the way around and on both sides. So just from doing that, I can definitely tell where I wanted to add a few more flowers and a few more, I don't know if you call them sprigs, at the side of the wreath. So I cut a few more from a different bundle, and again, most of these do have the green leaves on them, and I didn't think it looked so bad with the 2 different kinds of leaves on it, so it's fine. So I just started putting them in where I thought it would look nice, same thing as before. And you can also I added some sprigs in there, just random ones, and not just at the side of the wreath, but kind of in between some of the flowers. So this is what it's looking like so far. I did lift it up again to see if the flowers were facing the right way, and it was filling out pretty nicely. I did want to add a few more sprigs on the sides of the wreath to make it a little bit wider and a little more fuller looking. So you can just eyeball it and see how many you put on one side, if it matches the other side, how much you need to fit in there. So after lifting it up, I definitely see that I want to fill it up a little bit more at the top for when it's standing up. So I'm going to add a few more at the top to fill it out, and I think it looks a lot nicer. It depends on what you want. If you don't want it as thick, and you want it a little more sparse or thin looking. I ended up choosing the thinner ribbon. It has the polka dots. I just ran it through the middle, and I ended up at the very end tying a knot at the top and then wrapping it around from both ends once, and to have the option to hang it. So I did leave a part of it long. So you can save the ribbon for the end, but what I wanted to start doing is to glue down all the flowers and sprigs so that I know they're safely secure. So if you've never used one before, this type of glue gun, you just plug it in, it turns on its own, so it starts getting hot really fast, and you just insert the glue stick. So once the glue gun is warmed up for a few minutes, you're just going to be looking at where you want or you think that the glue should be holding down the leaves, the flowers, the stems of the flowers, the sprigs. So you're going to want to glue them, if it's this style of wreath, down to the branches so that it's secured tightly. You can always move around the leaves and things and then just put them back, or glue down the leaves to keep it more secure. If you can hold down the leaves or flowers, whatever you're gluing down, for a few seconds, just so that you know it's not going to go anywhere. The glue dries pretty quickly, but be careful because it is hot and it might burn your fingers. So let's continue on with the ribbon now. I have one part that's already around the top of the wreath, and now I'm going to start to make a little bow that will be glued on to the front of the ribbon that's already on the wreath. Okay, so I'm not a bow expert, but basically it's like tying shoes with the two bunny ears. That's how I did it. And then I made sure that I knew how long I wanted the ends to be, and then I would cut from there. It's easier if you overlap it and then cut it either together, or do one first and then overlap it onto the other side to see where you would like to cut it. Okay, so I fixed the two long strands at the bottom of the bow so that they're facing upright, and I glued it on to the other part of the ribbon at the top of the wreath. I also glued the two ends of the long ribbon at the top of the wreath together in case I wanted to hang it. And there you have it. Thanks so much for watching, guys.